Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I am here. Ames is here. Hello, Ames.
Howdy, Mike.
Are we in green? Is that blue
It's like
green?
an aqua.
It's a good color on you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Makes your hair pop. It's
Thanks.
I like it. Yeah.
Because I'm otherwise not popping today, Mike.
No?
No.
Why? You always pop.
Well, it's just there's days I get ready and there's days I don't. Okay.
Yeah. I understand.
On the days I get ready, you're not complimenting my shirt color. You're saying, "Oh, you look nice today."
That's not fair. Just because
it's true.
No, because that like says there's something nefarious about my comments.
No, not at all.
Yeah, it kind of alludes to that. This is a rare color for you. I haven't seen this. I've seen you in white. I've seen you in blue. I've seen you in various Lions colors, Tigers colors, and I'm very used to that. It's very common.
That's fair. I'll give that to you, Mike. I don't often wear aqua.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden and it's like, well, I noticed something different.
Yeah.
Anyways,
what does your shirt say, Mike? I'm gonna man up all over myself. Okay,
yeah.
E. Are you gonna clean it up afterwards?
You don't get it.
No, I don't.
But this was very strategically picked today.
Okay.
We'll start with the Lions, but this shirt is my support of the church shooting that happened in Michigan.
Oh.
This is from the Book of Mormon play.
Oh, I see.
So this is the closest I could come to and I know that was mocking the Mormon religion, but the Mormons were such good sports. They took it in stride. They took out ads in the playbill like, haha, I know we're the butt of the joke in this play, but if you want to know more about us, here's how you can find some materials on us. They didn't shoot up anything. They didn't bomb the theater. They took it in stride and rolled with it. I thought the Mormons were A+ in their response to the South Park creators and their play on the Mormon religion.
Mm-hmm.
And whatnot. And so I saw that play twice in Detroit. Can't remember what theater.
Can't believe you've seen a play twice, Mike.
Well, it's because it's a South Park guys that did it.
Oh, okay.
So I saw that twice, and then I wanted to go to one on Broadway while Beth and I were in New York, and I went and saw, there was one that was all the rage, and I couldn't get tickets for it. And then I got tickets to the trans one. Kinky Boots.
Kinky Boots.
Yeah.
Sure.
And that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. And I'm glad. I like to experience new things, and I'm glad. It was like, I went there, I saw all the pieces of shit outside the venue selling fake tickets. I get to experience that. The grit and grime that is New York City. So I'm glad I went. Yeah.
Good.
And I enjoyed myself. The first thing I did, I went up to the balcony, even though I was on the floor. I went up to the balcony and bought 2 double Jack and Cokes. And I had those for the first part of the first intermission. I sat there and I got hammered. And I can't remember what Beth was drinking, wine or something. But yeah, it was great because you're not driving anywhere in New York City. Doesn't matter. So yes, thank you for noticing my shirt. I'm going to man up all over myself. I don't even remember what the reference is, but can you see that?
I can't see it, but I see something there.
It says the Book of Mormon.
So, that is nice of you to stand in solidarity with your Mormon brethren out there.
Absolutely.
Mike.
Absolutely. Before we get heavy into that, the Lions are 3-1.
Forward down the field.
They look, dude.
They're so good.
They're so good. Think about where we were jacked 3 weeks ago.
I'm just jacked about it. I wish we could have that fucking Packers game back.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I legitimately, and I think this is scar tissue because if this was everyone knows I'm a Niners fan as well. The Niners have proved themselves 5 times winning the Lombardi, right? So when they have a good team and they go through I don't immediately regress to, oh, they're done, they're cooked. But something with that first game, Lions-Packers, where it was like, it might be over already.
Right. Could you even imagine?
I'm so used to the Lions disappointing all of us
Yeah.
for my whole life. Like,
Yes, Mike.
even when they're good, no, they're not.
When they're good, they're disappointing us.
Right. And so it's like, no, this team they're not just different. They're special.
They're good.
Just special.
They are good. They are a
They
good
might
team. They've got it clicking on all cylinders, and knock on all the wood that they can stay healthy. I think that's the most important. If they can, I don't know who can beat them, to be honest.
I would say the Bills are a problem.
Yeah, the Bills.
The Bills are a handful.
I guess I mean in the NFC, like to get to the Super Bowl, I guess I mean.
Yeah. In the NFC, I mean, you'd put the Eagles up there. The Rams still scare me for some reason. Matt Stafford still scares me.
Yeah.
But those two teams specifically, I just don't worry about the rest. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a very good Cleveland defense. And the Lions are like, whatever. Here's a 4 spot. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Which was just awesome. And Hutch, I thought it was going to be Thanksgiving before it was like you start to see what Hutch was or is capable of. I thought, honestly, coming off that injury, just the reps needed, it's going to be Thanksgiving before maybe you start to see that motor going. No.
Well, I mean, shit, I think the entire state of Michigan was holding their breath for a second there. And when he went down, and I saw an interview with him afterwards, and he said he just got the wind knocked out of him for a second, but he felt like he needed to get up fast because he didn't want the fans to think he was about to get carted off the field.
Dude,
I appreciate you recognizing all of our PTSD.
Yeah, it was so funny. It was like you could see the reaction in the crowd, the reaction in my living room. G and I are just like,
it's just like,
oh no, that's 9-7.
Get up.
It was like I looked at G afterward. I was like, you should have given us a thumbs up or something. Like, because if you're a guy and you get hit in the balls or something, you might lay just like that.
Right.
But G goes, I think he got the wind knocked out of him. I'm like, I don't know, man. That's like, he can't do that to us.
Yeah.
He can't do that to us. There's
Get up, even if you're winded.
Yeah. I'm fine. Catch my breath. And this thing too needs to stop. The fake hamstring.
I know, Mike. I agree.
Knock it off.
To me, it's bad karma.
It's terrible karma.
You're putting it out there. And God forbid you tear a hammy at some point in the season. That shit is going to be on replay.
Yeah. Yes, that's all they're going to show. In fact, it happened over the weekend. Didn't some receiver do the oh my God, my hammy, and then like a quarter later tore his hammy?
Did Malik Neighbors do the hammy celebration?
Maybe.
Or I think he's ACL.
There's someone this weekend that did that early in the game and then later in the game tore their hand. It's like, why would you flirt with injury? Why would you dick around with like, what's next? A celebration of I broke my neck and none of my limbs move?
Why are we doing that?
Like, you are in one of the most violent sports on earth. It is not lost on me. Like, I do not get it. You can watch an entire Michigan season, and outside of a fucking turned ankle, your team's going to play all year. They are. Your quarterback's going to be there all year. Knock on wood. Obviously those. But when was the last time you saw an ambulance come on the field in a college football game?
Yeah.
Like, there's 100 games that take place at the college football level. There's something about that NFL level with that, just that little bit of speed and strength that is the breaking point. Yeah. And it's like, I wouldn't be celebrating and like, oh, I'm doing the I'll never move my limbs again celebration. Like,
right.
No,
I was just
dude.
about to say, like, what the defense is going to do, like the DeMar Hamlin, and just pretend like they're dying on the field. Like, I mean, let's just not do that.
Let's not do that. By the way, if you want to know the impact the Lions are having, I don't know if you've noticed this. I don't know how many other games you watch. Are you big on, like, you watch all the primetime games?
I watch them all, Mike.
Yeah.
And I watch all the games because I have Red Zone. And so I watch more games than you.
Probably. You watch from the 20-yard line in. I mean, if you want to call that football, but
no, they show more than
that's
that.
Cool.
Especially in the afternoon hour, Mike, when there's only the 4 games. I mean, you got to be on one at some point when they're not in the Red Zone,
Yeah. Well, the league is taking this happens every couple of years. There's a player, a play, a design, a defensive scheme that comes along and no one knows how to deal with it. And then they all go, it's just a copycat league. And so they all, like Colin Kaepernick, all the people that make the Colin Kaepernick argument, and I don't need to lay it out for them again, but he was a problem when he would have, Deebo Samuel was another one. When they started handing the ball to Deebo Samuel, and it's like, and then within a year, the rest of the league caught up and was like, oh, this is how you stop it. And they're basically kind of neutered at that point. What the Lions have done over the last couple of years, the league has taken notice. They are all running this. They don't have the horses to do it yet.
Yeah.
But all the misdirection, all the unique misdirection stuff is what I noticed. It's like, oh my God, the Browns are running.
Did you see the Bears try to run the stumble bum?
No.
Wait, I have to pull it up. No. Wait, I have to pull it up. Hang on.
Ben Johnson would know. I don't have the guys yet.
He did not know, Mike. He did not know.
Tell me it blew up in their face.
Oh boy. It did not go well.
They're all doing this too. Like, now you're a moron if you punt and it's 4th and 3 at midfield. Like, you're an idiot. Like, for the most part.
Yeah. But the thing is like, you're crossing your fingers if you're any other team. If you're the Lions, you pretty much know that they're going to get it. It's rare that they don't. Whereas other teams, it's like, that's not really their identity.
My brother brought up to me last weekend when we were talking and watching the game. He's like, it's going to burn them at some point, and I'm like, I hate that argument. No. So and you know what? You don't get to the Super Bowl or the championship game and then go conservative. No, expect that they're going to do that in the Super Bowl and in a championship game. Deal with it. And if it doesn't work, it's just like any other drive. Sorry. It's the way it is. If you haven't figured out, that's exactly what this team is. Okay, hold on. Let me move that over.
It's so funny.
Let me see.
I love it.
Up inside and try to pick this up on the ground. Corey Williams, the stumble. Here they come. They're springing free.
Not so much.
Incomplete.
Yeah.
Looking for.
I mean, that fooled no one. Oh my God.
And then, Mike, did you see his, Ben Johnson's halftime interview with the sideline reporter?
No.
Oh God, hang on I got to pull this up too. It's so funny.
Oh God, that looks so bad.
Hang on. I tweeted it. He is. I just feel like he's not doing well there. I know they ended up winning, so that's fine.
By the way, we've seen this before where these can't miss coaches go somewhere else. New England, their tree got plucked all the time, and then those guys fell on their faces, didn't do shit, and some of them even came back to that tree under Belichick. This has happened before. There are certain hold that for one sec. There are certain trees that have worked better than others. If it turns out that it's way more in-house in Detroit and Ben Johnson is gone in a year, in 2 years, they're like, yeah, this is a failed experiment. Would you welcome him back to Detroit under the Dan Campbell tree?
Maybe.
Yeah, because I get the feeling Detroit fans hate this dude now.
No, I think they hate him.
Crazy to me.
They hate him because he went to the Bears. I promise you that if Aaron Glenn and the Jets were to play in Detroit, I truly don't think Aaron Glenn would get booed. And I don't think Ben Johnson would have gotten booed had he gone anywhere outside of the division. He went to our rival.
I know, but there's only so many opportunities in this league.
No,
and there's
fine.
It's
fine.
But
and like I said,
booed.
if it didn't work out, I'd take him back. But yeah, you're gonna get booed. Like I saw, Jared Goff and St. Brown, they were like, oh, we don't think he should have gotten booed. And it's like, no, fuck you. Yeah, he should have. He went to a rival. That's just the way it works. Okay.
Didn't St. Brown say that? Didn't St. Brown say
too.
No, didn't St. Brown say he's gonna get booed and he should? Or something like that?
I don't know if he did or not.
I thought he did say something along those lines. Like, yeah, good. Boo him.
All right, so this is halftime.
All right.
They're losing, I think.
You need to change what you're doing.
I don't know. You think so? We're going to be just fine.
You need to change what you're doing.
I don't know. You think so? We're going to be just fine.
He looks like he wants to punch her.
Literally wants to punch her.
Yeah. Like, he's like, if it was okay to punch a chick, I think this would be an okay time to do it.
You think we need to
You
change it
think?
up? I think we're going to be fine.
Yeah.
Talking through his gritted teeth.
Oh, nothing makes me happier. He's one of just a couple players in the history of this league that I've like openly rooted against. Caleb Williams is that guy.
Yeah.
I've like openly rooted against him. I
Yeah.
hated his attitude in
Yes.
Southern Cal,
Yeah.
and every decision he's made, and like I'm just like, yeah, I hope that guy does not have great
Yes.
success in the league. I
The
don't
day
think
I
that about
decided I
anybody
was going to
else.
start rooting against him was when I heard that he wanted ownership
Yeah.
in whatever team drafted him. And I decided from that day forward, I was going to actively root against him. And I hope that
Yep.
I hope he does shitty in the NFL because fuck all the way off, dude. You are
Yeah.
not good enough to demand that.
Yeah.
Stop it.
And it's so funny because we've seen so many can't miss athletes that just have no clue what the actual NFL is like. To have that attitude before you've accomplished anything in this league is insane to me. That
Yeah.
you would just assume, well, my superior talent's over everybody else. Like, dude, you need to come into that league humble and grateful, and like it's just stupid to do it any other way. Have confidence in yourself. Of course, all these guys believe in themselves, but
Yeah.
the way he came in, like, wait a minute, you're talking about ownership? What do you?
Yeah.
Like,
Stop it.
You should laugh that off if someone even suggested something like it. Yeah, that's a question for 30 years from now.
I'm trying to think of what generational talent that we knew was generational talent that ended up being generational talent coming out of college and into the NFL that we could say, yep, they could have justified it and it would have worked out if they got ownership right out of college.
Probably
honestly,
Todd Marinovich.
who the fuck is that?
He was the can't miss. Never had a Big Mac in his life. He was a Raiders quarterback.
Did he pay?
was-
Well, you know what, Mike?
No, he sucked. He's
Well,
terrible.
that's my point. Like,
Yeah.
who was a generational talent coming out of college? Like, Tom Brady wasn't, so he's not in that category. Like, coming out of college and ended up being legit and not a huge bust.
Well, you could certainly say that with Kobe and LeBron in the NBA.
Well, yeah, I was thinking,
but in the
football.
NFL, that's a good question. There's probably a few of them.
Yeah, I'm sure there's.
Manning,
I can't think of
Manning,
one
maybe
right now.
Manning.
Was he?
He was viewed as kind of Elway, maybe Elway.
Okay.
But you're going back to 1983 for that.
I know. I'm
Like-
just trying to think, like, who? Stafford, maybe.
Yeah, that's people are going to be pissed you even said that. But
I
yeah,
know.
Stafford's not a terrible one. So
Dwight
many
says
of these
Peyton,
guys,
someone,
like,
yeah, Peyton
if you think
Manning.
of like can't miss, this is going to be the Michael Jordan of his generation.
Right,
They don't get picked 12th,
right,
right? Like they
right.
don't. So to your point, Matt Stafford was the number one overall pick.
right.
I believe Peyton Manning was the overall number
Yeah,
one pick
Yeah,
of his year.
yeah,
Troy Aikman, won 3 titles. He was a number one overall pick. But even like Lamar and Mahomes, those guys made it many picks down. Aaron
Right.
Rodgers was late
Yeah.
in the first round.
yeah. And I mean, like, same with Tom Brady. Like, he was
Tom Brady, 6th round.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
so it's an interesting thing to think about, like, high expectations coming out of college and lived up to it in the NFL. There's probably a handful, maybe, that we
Mhm.
could come up with.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
kind of like the torn hamstring celebration, Mike. Like, demanding ownership
Yeah.
before you've played a snap in the NFL is setting yourself up for failure. And I'm going to actively root for it.
Yeah, me too. I totally agree. I of course was put money on the Packers blowing out the Cowboys last night.
Dude, Mike.
I'm so pissed.
I need someone to explain to me. I need someone to explain to me how in the year of our Lord 2025 we are still ending games in ties. I need to know. This is professional sports, okay?
Yeah.
Millions and millions of dollars go into advertising and people watching the game and the jersey sales and everything, and it ends in a fucking tie on Sunday Night Football. This is not soccer. We are better than that.
Yeah. No, I agree. I wouldn't hate the college football model. I know it's not really football, but
Make the argument for a tie right now. What's the argument?
I'll give you one, and that is injuries. They don't want to keep these guys playing extra quarters of football if they don't have to. And they don't do it in the postseason, obviously. But during the regular season, you want to try to limit these guys having to be out there. They're exhausted already.
Okay.
So
here, you know what? Here's a suggestion.
You said give me an argument. That's the argument.
Don't add on the 19th game that you're going to add at some point.
And 20th.
Maybe let the fucking guys play an extra 10-minute quarter if they have to. How about that?
Yeah. No, I sort of agree with you. I understand.
I mean, you're telling me that these athletes who are in the prime of their, the peak of their fucking performance, they can't play like 5 extra snaps from the 10-yard line, really, until someone scores? We can't do that. We can't have 2-point conversions until someone scores because someone's going to get hurt. How many fucking 2-point conversions are we even talking here?
Yeah, not that many. They'll probably address that at some point. Have ties come in and really affected anything? Now. Yeah, I get it. But I'm mad because my brother, of course, always going back to stupid G money. G is like, I'm betting the fucking house on Green Bay. And like a week ago, he was like, they are going to fucking curb stomp Dallas. Dallas sucks. Everybody knows Dallas sucks. Green Bay looks legit. I don't know. And Micah Parsons going home to Dallas. This is going to be a bloodbath. And so he put like 200 on the Packers -7 and then put 100 on some other aspect of the game. And so he had like $300 on it. So I'm like, I don't want to miss out. This is easy money. This is just, why would I just leave it out? So I put 100 on the Packers -6.5. And then the end of the first half happened. And I was like, and then you saw before the game, everybody, once again, every single person bet, Packers bet. And I was like, this bet's over.
Yeah.
I lose. And then can we be done with the Micah Parsons conversation, by the way? That dude, show me one game that mattered. One game that mattered where Micah Parsons was that dude, was Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
Lawrence Taylor never in the history of his career disappeared in a playoff game or a rivalry game. Not once. Yeah. Micah Parsons dominates garbage teams. And then last night, crickets. Biggest game of his career was last night.
Yeah, and he ended up getting like a Rudy sack.
Did he?
Yeah, they gave him they credited him with a sack, but it was like a Rudy sack. It was like barely a half a sack.
Yeah, and that the leader of that defense, generational talent that he is, let his old team drop a 40 bomb on him.
Yeah.
In a tie. I mean, just hilarious.
Although, Mike, can we talk about the fact that the Cowboys would not refund Micah Parsons for his suite for the season, so he still has his suite in Dallas?
Yeah.
Isn't that shitty?
Yeah, it's funny. That's funny. And by the way, who beat the shit out of who beat the shit out of Jerry Jones? I just saw his interview in the pregame. He had like a cut and a bruise here, and his lip looked like someone punched him in the face. Or
man,
it was like
he probably had a rough go of it in the sex dungeon that I guarantee he has in his house.
Oh yeah, he's a sex dungeon guy for sure.
1,000%.
Yeah. So someone got a little too close to him with a whip. Things went off. Yeah.
Totally.
No one asked a question. It's like, well, he's 110 years old.
Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
wiped
They
out
bruise
the shower.
easily. Yeah.
They do. I get it. So how are people in Michigan doing today? I see you're fighting with people online.
We had quite the shooting, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, as you know, apparently globally it's okay to just attack Christians, kill Christians. No one cares.
No,
You
no
even
one does care.
you say a single negative word about another religion and how dare you, they will boycott you, fire you, whatever. But it's open season on Christians at this point, is what it appears to be. In the news and out of the news. Nick says, I live 5 minutes south of the church and was driving around 20 minutes after it happened. The dark smoke was crazy. The first responders, I've never seen anything like it. And I'm mad and sad at the same time. He had a vendetta against the LDS
It
church.
says, cut off here, but it says he had a vendetta against the LDS church or thought they were the Antichrist. There's a no-fly zone here, which is eerie, like on 9/11.
A no-fly zone in the area, really? I mean, they killed him on the scene.
Yeah, but apparently it sounds like there were it sounds like possibly other coordinated bomb threats at the same time at other areas that they had to respond to. I'm wondering if we'll find out that he had planned those too, but they had responded last night yesterday afterwards to several bomb threats at different churches around the area. And I think today in his press conference, he mentioned that it said he had a list of churches that were different denominations.
Huh. This guy personally, Thomas Sanford.
Yeah. But there was an interview last night that local reporter Dave Bondi got, and now this dude is being picked up by CNN and everything, but he's a local politician running for office, and he was out canvassing last week and driving around a neighborhood, and this dude, the shooter, was out walking.
I have some of the quotes from him.
Yeah.
If you're interested in hearing some of them, like what he said, or do you have it? If you've got,
I do have it.
Do you want to just listen to him instead of having me read it? It's probably better that way.
Yeah.
So should we give people
talk about it while I pull it up?
Yeah, I'll run down the little details we have. You know, these breaking stories are hard because there's a lot of stuff that comes out. There's a lot of people that are going to want to pick sides and be able to paint someone as what they are. You know, we'll have to wait and see. I've seen stuff. Oh, he was a Trump supporter. Oh, I don't know who hates the Mormon church, but here we are yet again. Anyways, 40-year-old guy accused of opening fire at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, killing 4 worshipers. I don't know if that number's changed in Grand Blanc Township. He hated people of the Mormon faith, according to Caroline Levitt. She told that to Fox and Friends. I don't even know how she could say that this early, but maybe she knows more than we do.
This guy says it.
In a photo uploaded to Facebook in 2019, the gunman was pictured wearing a Trump 2020 shirt that said, "Make liberals cry again." He was carrying explosive devices when he drove his Chevy Silverado into the church building. Authorities said it was unclear if he used those. He used gas to start a fire in the church. That blaze is eerie to look at when you see it. Engulfed the entire building. He opened fire on the people in the church with a semi-automatic rifle. 2 were killed from gunshots. 2 more were found dead in the church. After responders arrived, another 8 were wounded. Police responded within seconds, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So they must have been stationed there.
Responders.
Oh, can you imagine? I just can't. I can't either. You know, we all see security at buildings. You just never know. You never think. Like, imagine the people coming in for service on a Sunday morning at 10:30, like, and all of a sudden you're in a life or death gun battle with some.
Well, I mean, my God, my friend's dad.
Yeah,
I mean, this happened not too long ago, but they stopped it.
Who was it? Like the pastor with his van.
Yeah, and then they ended up the armed parishioners that they had trained ended up shooting him and taking him down ultimately. But I've heard interviews with this guy's neighbor too, and they've said like he just seemed like super normal, didn't seem like anything was wrong. He's married, he's got a kid who has some medical issues. But so I'm just going to play a little clip of this. There's like a full 8-minute clip of this.
So this is a guy that's running for a local office,
running for city council.
So
His
he's
name
canvassing.
is Chris Johns.
Yeah, and so he's knocking on doors,
Right.
talking to people, and he bumped into this guy.
Yeah, and there's a full like 8-minute clip, but I'm just going to play this little portion that talks about what he said about the Mormons.
He had interacted positively with me, and we got out of the vehicle. We started just to talk, and after a short while, the conversation went to the Church of Latter-day Saints, Mormonism, and he just made the position multiple times that Mormons are the Antichrist, and he, in not so many terms, said that several times. He gave me his background, but I just walked away from a person who had some very sharp views about Mormons. He had interacted positively with.
So he also goes on to say in the longer clip that he mentioned to him that he used to live in Utah, out of all places. The shooter lived in Utah, and he was dating a girl in the LDS church. And he was like, and they just, have crazy rules, and they wanted me to get rid of all my tattoos. And so it sounds like, I don't know if it's a combo of like a jilted lover, situation, or if he just hates the LDS church, if he hates all churches. I don't know. But I mean, my God, the guy's married and has a kid. It's so fucking crazy.
There's probably something to the PTSD.
Oh, yeah.
As a Marine, like there's a lot of people who excommunicate from a church and they hate the church. Mm-hmm. Okay, you can do that. I don't have a problem with that. It's not for everyone.
Right.
But that doesn't mean you drive your truck. Did he drive the truck through the
front door?
Through the front doors. Yeah.
And then I think set the car on fire.
Okay.
And
then hopped out and opened fire.
Yeah.
One family friend told journalist Ty Steele that Sanford had been battling PTSD. It's hard to feel sad for someone who did something so terrible. And I feel sad. I heard through family events that he'd had PTSD. He would make comments occasionally, and it was something that was kind of talked about. It wasn't talked about in depth, so I don't know the depth of his issues. His loved ones, including his wife and both his parents, also frequently shared pro-Trump messaging on social media pages. That one doesn't. I don't put much weight in that, Like,
well, the thing is, like,
you think about your family, my family. Like, I have what I would deem radical leftists around me. So if I were to do something or something happened to me and they tried to paint the picture of like, he lived with the warden who, espoused, like that would have absolutely less than nothing to do with me.
Well, and I don't know that, I mean, what part of the church is, what part of shooting up a church is furthering Donald Trump's message? Like that doesn't even jive with me. Like if you were to tell me that some rabid, crazy Trump supporter ran through a pride parade with a big Trump flag on the back, I would be like, okay, that might be relevant to the story.
Right.
But a church on a Sunday, some big Trump supporter is like, because we just talk about killing Christians in the, like, that's just not a thing over here. Like, so what would the point? So regardless of how he votes, I don't think that's relevant to this story necessarily.
No. Did you find it interesting? And I know this is like a meme that gets shared around, but the post his mom made a couple days ago.
I didn't see it.
Well,
I don't think.
It says, I can read it to you. And whether she's talking about him, who knows? But people lack accountability, then say, you could have talked to me. No, I couldn't. You don't listen. You deflect. You twist everything into an attack and then play the victim. Conversations with you aren't healing. They're exhausting, draining, and emotionally suffocating. Every time I try to speak, it feels like walking through a maze of blame where my words are used against me, my intentions questioned, and my emotions invalidated. I end up questioning myself, doubting my own perceptions, because nothing I say lands without being turned into some justification for your behavior. Boy, do I know those feelings. Like, I think we all know people like that, but if she's talking about her kid, I don't know. It's probably not even fair to read it. but
Well,
goes
and
on and on.
I wanted to debunk something that I'm seeing on X about, there's that picture of him in that Trump shirt, and I think
Yeah.
people are saying it's like photoshopped or whatever.
Yeah.
So there is a Facebook page for their son who it has medical issues, and the page is still up on Facebook. So I went to it. It's called Brantley's Journey, this Facebook page, and this post is from 2019, and it's still up, and
That looks like the picture.
Yeah, it is the picture. So I just want to tell people it's not a photoshopped picture. He does have a Trump shirt on in this photo. So if you see it going around, it's not photoshopped. Like we're literally looking at it from September 13th, 2019 on the actual Facebook page. So I just want people to know that that's
and I don't know that means much. Wasn't Ryan Routh a Trump supporter?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. But
too?
I don't want people to like go out and make that argue. Just want people to have accurate information. Like, don't go out and argue that it's photoshopped, because it's not. So this is
it didn't look photoshopped to me when I saw the picture briefly.
It's just crazy, like looking at these pictures, and it's like, I mean, this dude was presumably just fucking normal at some point.
Yeah. And he's still married. God, it's crazy.
I know.
Crazy ass people.
I know.
Yeah, it's sad. Well, our best to everybody. It's. I don't know why it hits a little harder when it hits close to home, but it just does.
Yeah, and everybody's calling it Grand Blanc, which was irritating me.
So I know I've heard people calling it Opdyke. It's like, I get it. It's just, it's hard.
Yeah.
Someone sent this to us too. I don't know why.
Opdyke.
Opdyke. Opdyke.
Opdyke.
Opdyke.
Opdyke.
Opdyke.
Opdyke.
Opdyke.
Opdyke.
Opdyke.
Opdyke.
Opdyke.
Opdyke. Opdyke.
Opdyke.
Opdyke. Opdyke.
Opdyke. Opdyke.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, with the last one.
Sounds a lot like Opdyke.
I heard more Opdykes in there than I thought I was going to hear. Heard a lot
that's because
of
that's how you say it.
You don't, but you do.
It's not spelled with a U.
Yeah. By the way, I should let people know this week's going to be a little squirrely for us. Squirrely. I apologize in advance, but I've got my final dental appointment tomorrow. Right at showtime. I'm going to be all juiced up, and this should be the last one. So this has been a multiple months process, and I'm coming to the end of it. Tomorrow's the last day. So there's no shot I'll be here tomorrow. I don't think it's going to affect Wednesday. I thought that last time, and I was a shit show.
I predict it is going to affect Wednesday. So I'm just going to come here and tell you all that we're probably not going to plan for us to not be here Wednesday. If we are, it's going to be a nice surprise for you.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be that bad, but I've been wrong before. Wednesday will be the member show if we do it, because I'm gone Thursday morning.
Oh, that's right, Mike.
Yeah, I know it seems like I just went on a golf trip, and you guys don't give a shit about my golf trips, but there's two of them. There's a tournament we play in every year since the last couple of years. And then Tooch comes to town. I'm thrilled to see Tooch. He flies in Wednesday night, and then we leave first thing Thursday morning, heading up north, me and him and Tooch and our buddy Chris Coe staying up there, and I won't be back till Monday. So
my mom just texted me and said she could step in your place.
Yeah.
Since you're going to be gone. So
maybe you could do some stuff without me, because I'm going to be busy. You could. It sounds like there's a lot going on in your world right now.
Yeah, there are some Turtle Boy updates.
Yeah. I tried to follow it a little bit this morning for you, and I got lost immediately.
Are you talking about what's going on in court, or are you talking about the Twitter drama?
Probably the Twitter drama. I go to Twitter pretty quick. So he's fighting with some asshole. And yeah. Like, and then I saw you tweeted about it. So I was like, okay, she's aware of it.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
There's just a lot of, the free Karen readers,
FKRs.
yes, as they're well known, were really dedicated to this case. And it seems as though since it's been over, people don't know what to do with themselves. And so there's a lot of internet drama surrounding, like who's sleeping with who in the movement, and Turtle Boy did this and he recorded this and that and whatever. And I don't give a fuck about any of it, because at the end of the day, there's two things that I care about. One, Karen didn't hit John with her card. So that's that. And she got acquitted. And the next is that, and honestly, maybe more important, is that the very government that Turtle Boy was critiquing and exposing literally arrested him and put him in jail. And he's still fighting those charges. So like, to me, those are the two things. I don't give a fuck about any of it. I don't care who's fucking who. I don't care who recorded who. I don't care about any of it. Like,
so what is the claim that he recorded Karen Reed and she wasn't aware of it? And this was blown up now? Is that what the argument is?
Yeah.
Okay. I would assume a journalist is recording every phone call I'm on with him.
Yes.
Like, that's
correct.
just,
and he has said that before. He's like, I record literally everything because I've been fucked over every step of the way.
I wish I would have recorded every time I've done an interview with someone. I wish I would have recorded that, especially with print media, well, I guess I should say with all of them, but
I mean, this poor guy, talk about people who turn on him. He has an attorney who he's had since the beginning, great guy, who had a paralegal who has also been there at like all of Turtle Boy's hearings, through the trial that he had where he was found not guilty. Like she's right there by his side and working, and obviously knows all of the discovery and everything. Well, there's been this troll account on X for the last like several months, and it turns out it was another woman and this paralegal that were like literally trolling the shit. I would compare it to stalker, like the stalker I had. This person was stalking Turtle Boy's girlfriend. So it was like this person who is intimately involved, knows all of the discovery and everything in the cases, was literally like taking to Twitter and just trolling the fuck out of Turtle Boy and his girlfriend for months.
Huh.
And so now she's obviously fired from the team.
Why would she be trolling him for months? Is it like that the $1 million question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like her, like that's like, he's like, I literally get fucked over by everybody. So yeah, I record literally everything. And guess what? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I literally do not give a fuck.
It had a hint of a lot of high school chick drama.
100%.
Like that's what was coming off of me. And I was like, I'm out. I don't like, oh, you want to explain your lunch with Meredith? And I'm just like, okay, fuck this. Like,
exactly.
Yeah. And I was like, if it's worthy, Amy will bring it up. There's no doubt about that. So I just kind of left it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, he's actually, there have been developments in court that have been interesting that I've been trying to figure out how to bring up, because it's just kind of convoluted and complicated, but some positive.
Well, you should do a show this week.
Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will.
You should totally do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing but positive feedback. Either people don't care and they didn't listen. Yeah. The ones that did, and even ones that were like, I didn't even know Karen Reed's name, and I watched all 4 hours. It was amazing. The work Amy did with it was great. Made it make sense. Like, dude, I would totally do that if I was you.
Yeah, maybe I will.
You know you have my blessing.
My mom just texted me and said I'm saying the F word too much.
Fuck that. Oops. Sorry, Vic. Did you happen to catch 60 Minutes last night?
No, Mike.
I know. I was shocked. They had Utah Governor Spencer Cox on. This was their first episode of the new season 58, which it's a shame to me that what they did to 60 Minutes over the last 10 years. That was a can't miss. It wouldn't have mattered what the internet was doing. Like, the reporting they did for 50 plus years was so solid. At least I thought, most people thought, that it's a shame what they did to 60 Minutes. But they had Dana White on last night, and they had Spencer Cox on last night, which I think is not for nothing. Like, it seems to me, it's been a virtual propaganda arm for a decade. And at least having those people on, I think goes a long way. Dana White's fucking great because, and for instance, what I mean by that is if people like you and I know who these people are, we're familiar with people on the right or the conservative side. Like, you didn't silence their voice. You just silenced their voice from people who need to hear these people.
Right.
You took their voice away from, whether it's Jimmy Kimmel or Colbert, when you're doing 267 guests to 0, like, you took that away and you created the echo chamber that we've seen played out so 60 Minutes was basically doing the same thing. And so I get a text last night from my brother. I had no intention of watching 60 Minutes. I shut it off after, Mr. President, is that you? Is that you? I've never watched it since. But he's like, yeah, the Utah Governor Spencer Cox on. This guy makes a lot of, he's great. You should check it out. And also Dana White. And I find myself going, yeah, you know what? These people were fine 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So why are you telling me in 2025? It's because they've been lying to you about who these fucking people are for a decade.
Yeah.
The other one, and I took real issue with this, was Bill Maher over the weekend. I don't know if you saw Bill. Did you happen to catch Bill Maher?
No, I've seen some clips, but.
Well, here's one of them. It's a couple minutes long, but I think it's worth watching, and we can comment on it.
The basic problem we have in America is conservatives think the liberals are insane, and they're not completely wrong. Now, I don't think most liberals are insane, but neither do they make it clear they disapprove of the ones who are, and their cowardice in not marginalizing their own crazies has been their downfall. I couldn't get Neil deGrasse Tyson, a genius scientist and preeminent scientific voice in the media, to agree that it was ridiculous for Scientific American and The Atlantic to be claiming that separating sports by sex doesn't make sense. Yes, it does. Actually, it makes perfect sense. And it's obvious that it does. And there's a lot of stuff like that on the left. And when conservatives see it, they say, I'm sorry, we're just not going to go along with reinventing society, often pointlessly, even if we have to cancel democracy to do it. That's what they're saying. They see gender as only a construct and sex is assigned at birth, and they say, we're not doing that. Transing kids by self-diagnosis with no age limit, no parental notification, and no acknowledgement of social contagion, not doing it. Asylum now covers any reason for anyone to come to America, not doing it. Homelessness is a lifestyle. Natural immunity doesn't count anymore. Whiteness is toxic. Penises in women's prisons. Welcoming the Intifada. We're not doing it. And so, folks, if we are ever going to get back to the old America, that's got to be the Democrats' part of the bargain. Stop coming up with radically new and often terrible ideas, and then in the next breath insist there be no debate about any of it.
Right.
That if you don't see it right away and go along, you're bad, stupid, and deplorable. As if you were saying, duh, 2 + 2 = 5. Isn't that obvious? Yeah, it's obvious you can't add. You can't just say shit. Math is racist. Queers for Palestine. Looting is cool. Healthy at any weight. If the men's football team played the women's team, it would be a tie. You can't just say shit. I mean, you can, but it doesn't make it true because you're not Harry Potter. Smug self-righteousness in the defense of some of the dumbest ideas to ever come down the pike is not a formula that's really working for you. Because here's one thing I can promise every liberal in this country. The Democrats can win every election from now until forever. And the people who now hold the reins of power will not give a shit and will not give it back if they think you're still nutty.
Yeah.
Yep.
What pisses me off about this is right there, Bill Maher sounds like a normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill, moderate conservative.
Correct.
So all those people, like I tweeted that clip and said, Bill, where have you been the last 10 years? Like that's been Amy and I for a decade. For a decade. That monologue right there was what that's all any of us have ever been saying.
Yeah.
And you kicked them off any sort of public airwaves. You made them, you listened to Hillary Clinton and just declared them all deplorables.
Mm-hmm. And it's a perfect example of what remaining silent does.
Yes.
Because you might not think that's, why does it affect you? Why do you care? No. I am not going to be shamed into silence so that you can change the fabric of this country. It's just not going to happen because we're going to fucking live in reality together. Sorry, Mom, but this topic gets me fired up. We're going to all fucking live in reality together. Okay. And if not, you don't belong here. So I'm going to speak out against you and you're not going to shut me up. And that's what they tried to do. And that's when Bill Maher said that, I was like, yes, because it was, I'm going to say the most radical thing of all time, and you cannot disagree with me. And if you do, you're not just disagreeing, you are a monster. You are Hitler. If you think that women and men should not play the sports together, you're Hitler.
Yeah. But that the only reason that worked is because it was given cover by, I'm sorry.
Yes, and people were afraid to speak up.
They were afraid to speak up. But it also was, they were verified though, when, as dumb as it sounds, the Jimmy Kimmels of the world have 250 left-wing fucking saying any batshit crazy thing they want and zero pushback. Zero people going, I don't know if just jamming men in women's sports is a good idea.
Right.
Whoever thought we'd have that conversation?
Right.
It doesn't make sense, but it was given cover when Rolling Stone magazine couldn't say anything about it. And the New York Times couldn't say anything about it. No one could stand up to these people. You couldn't even have the argument in a classroom and go, wait a minute, that sounds insane. What you're saying sounds insane. It sounded insane to us all along, Bill.
Matt Walsh doesn't deserve it. Doesn't get enough credit.
I know.
Deserves more credit for making the movies that he's made, the documentaries, and really just changing the conversation and making it normal to be like, no. Time out.
Well,
time the fuck out.
It pisses me off because here's the thing. Matt Walsh can do all the great documentaries he wants. We'll watch it and go, yeah, there's your there's your battle. Like, we get it. What is a woman is dynamite. It's well done. It's not nanner, meanie. I'm going to be a bully to people that are different from me. Not at all. The problem is people like my brother or the warden will never watch it. Greg Henson's wife will never watch it. Yeah. They've already deemed it is the other side's opinion, blah, blah, blah. That's why it's really important that Bill Maher, because I talked to my brother about that clip and he's like, yeah, I agreed with every word he said. Mm-hmm. And it's like, yeah, no shit. All that means is you've agreed with every word I've said and Amy said and Matt Walsh has said and certainly Charlie Kirk has said. That's all they've been saying. That's what's so irritating about it. Like, why did we go through this nightmare? Why did we go through this 10-year-long nightmare?
Because people were silent.
To get to that point. Bill Maher was important. It's like that side. The right didn't do that. The right side did not do that to their people. The left did. Why? Why did Stephen Colbert and Jimmy Kimmel and all these people, I know the kids aren't watching those, but it gave cover to people like your mom, the warden. Oh, I am normal. Look, it's mainstream. Yeah, of course. Like if I went and had a conversation with the warden right now, she would absolutely be like, "You're crazy, Amy. You don't think a man can become a woman?" Like they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And would try to get into a scientific debate about it.
Yeah. See, my sister would just say, my sister who's liberal, she would just say it's not happening. It might.
Yeah, I love that one.
You know, yeah.
They love us talking about them, don't they?
So much.
I honestly, I feel bad for your sister. I feel bad for the warden sometimes. It's not their fault.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
The only hope that the left has of recalibrating themselves, and they're going to have a big come to Jesus moment to do it, which isn't going to happen. Come to Satan moment. I don't know. Will they associate everything negative and bad that happens to them to Republicans once Donald Trump is no longer the candidate? I feel like every single thing that Republicans have said for the last decade since Trump's been involved is orange man bad. If that's Donald Trump's position, I hate it from the beginning. Yeah. Like we said recently, Mike, he could cure cancer and people would be mad that cancer was cured. So anything that he does is bad, including common sense shit like men shouldn't play in women's sports.
Right.
So when he's not the candidate anymore, and it's J.D. Vance, for example, I think I know the answer to this. Are people going to go, okay, my Trump derangement syndrome, it's no longer connected to Trump, so I can look at things a little bit more reasonably? I
don't think so, because you know as well as I do, if you're paying attention, they're already laying the groundwork to do it to J.D. Vance.
Yeah.
And DeSantis.
Well, like my mom said, I don't think my mom considers herself a liberal. She was surprised when I called her a liberal the other day.
What does she think she is?
I don't know. But she just said, I think she would say she agrees with a lot of the positions, but she doesn't like Donald Trump. So, I think my mom falls into that category of, depending on who the nominee is, I could see her voting Republican if it's not Trump.
Well, yeah, I know there's some that feel that way, that it's just a Trump thing. I think you're going to find that it's not, that they're so far down that hole.
Well, my mom voted for DeSantis for governor.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I shamed her into it.
Yeah, but all the things they heard about Trump, most of those were bullshit too, right? Like the reason they have the image of Trump that they have, I know he talks funny.
Yeah.
I get that part of it. I've always hated that about him too, but I didn't take seriously the Hitler comparisons, the totalitarianism, all of that. I went, fuck out of here. I know what that story is, and I know, I just didn't buy into that. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that'll change. And there needs to be a reckoning. What happened with the murder of Charlie Kirk was a line in the sand moment where you went, oh, these are people we work with. These are people we live with that are celebrating this. That to me is more dangerous than anything. The celebrations. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
What? Someone make a comment?
No, it's my mom.
Is she shitting on me or you?
She told me to stop talking about her.
No.
She said, stop talking about me more than once.
She's welcome to come on and illustrate, vocalize her opinions.
Well, no, she said she sees herself in the middle. She was, I remember.
Yeah, they all say that though. They all say that. She was not going. She
was not going to vote for DeSantis, and I was like, "Hey, Mom, you've literally been free all during COVID, and we've been locked down, and you're not going to vote for the guy who kept you free? You literally were. You could not stop exclaiming how happy you were that you lived in Florida during the pandemic because you were open.
Yeah,
and then you're going to vote the guy out." So she ended up, I think, voting for him.
If you asked Greg Henson's wife, she would claim she believes in truth, science, and she's center left.
Hatred has no place here.
Right. That's what they believe, though. They really do.
Yeah.
So I think it's important that the places they are getting their information, and you have to admit, Bill Maher is one of them. Bill Maher is one of the places that they go feel comfortable watching. Bill's going to have a lot of opinions, and they get mad at him for his takes.
Yeah.
But they're going to hear that no. This is not just, if you're in an echo chamber thinking like the whole country, except for these handful of MAGA weirdos, feel just like I do. He's out there saying it publicly that no fuckface, no.
That's why it was good that he went to have dinner with him. And he was like, okay, he's actually not that bad of a person. Because that's the thing, is when you only see people online or in these clips that are curated for you, you don't see them as a person anymore. You know, and I imagine if you sat and you had dinner with Donald Trump, you'd go, oh shit, he's a person. He's got kids and grandkids, and he cares about normal stuff, and he's not just this like evil Hitler-like dictator. You know, he's a person.
But if you never hear that message, if you never hear the other side of it, if you're in an echo chamber world and you never hear the other side, it leads you to make statements like, well, Charlie Kirk was divisive. Like, that tells me you've never bothered to watch a single clip.
Yeah.
Like that's my takeaway from that, is you have no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's what that means to me. Like when Mark said that, I was like, oh, I didn't realize you've never seen even a 2-minute clip of Charlie Kirk. Otherwise, you'd realize how ridiculous your statement just was.
Right.
So I think, we need to welcome Bill Maher as, as much as.
Speaking of Charlie, I'm close. I've had it about here with Candace.
Really?
She's starting to piss me off.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've said it before. I understand asking questions, but what she's doing, and I mean, I sincerely feel this way. It is very possible that she has created so much reasonable doubt that they will not be able to seek the death penalty.
Yeah.
That's what she's doing at this point, because she's running to her platform with unsubstantiated rumors. And every single rumor is reasonable doubt for that guy. And it's going to get to a point where the Utah authorities are going to have to say, yeah, we can't give him the death penalty because she's doing the legwork for the defense team. She is. And it's more than asking questions. She's doing more than asking questions. I mean, she has all but said accused Turning Point USA of being involved. She went on this crazy fucking B theory the other day. And
that
then
was weird. That one was really weird.
Today, it's all about she's the only person in Charlie's life that wants answers. She said that.
Yeah. That's delusional, man.
That is
I don't
insane.
know.
Why am I the only one asking these questions? It's like, has no one sat you down and said, hey, have you ever considered maybe they're letting the investigators do the investigating?
Yeah.
And just because they're not taking to their platform of millions and giving credence to every single conspiracy theory that comes to their inbox, that doesn't mean that they don't want justice for Charlie.
Right. Well, have you seen the numbers? They're undeniable. It's not 1.2 million people that are watching her. It's millions.
It's millions. And today she said, she has outright said now it's not Tyler Robinson. Tyler Robinson was not on the campus. His parents don't think that he did it. All from this source. She's got a source that's telling her all this. And it's okay, well, I don't think parents turn in innocent kids. I just don't.
Yeah. Well, I the people that are asking questions about, bullet hole entry point and exit point, I'm willing to listen to them. I don't care about your B theory. It is interesting, this idea of breaking down a weapon like that on the roof. And then when you match up the timeline and you see him running across the roof,
but
literally
he didn't break it down.
That's what we had heard, was that he put it in a backpack. Because
he did not jump off. In the video. You see it in the video. It's covered
rifle?
With a towel. You can see it. I'll pull it up.
Do you think he? So
you can literally see
if that's the case, though, Aim, don't you think if they have that video, which is a fixed feed, on that area, you would have also a puff of smoke and someone laying in a prone position on that roof. The FBI could easily go, there's where the shot was, and here he is getting up and running and jumping off the roof.
How do you know they don't have that?
Maybe they do. I think it'd be a good idea to put that out, though.
But
if you do, and at this point, it's just going to be, people are going to question it. Like, why did it take you so long?
Also, the feds, everything we know has come from Utah.
Right.
Why is this? Everything that we know has come from Utah and the state of Utah charges. The feds haven't told us anything. The feds have not charged him with anything, and they haven't told us anything.
And they never do. They
no,
really
and they're
never
not going
talk.
to. And so,
and they'll let you run wild with your theories. They've always done that.
Yeah. Guess what? Karen Reed, the fucking McAlberts were investigated by the feds, and they let a whole trial happen without like being like, FYI, she didn't do. Like the feds don't tell you shit.
No.
The state and the feds are different. And the only information we have is the information that was enough to put in the probable cause affidavit to charge him. That's the only information we know. Anything else is going to come out at the trial. And the feds are not in the business of just releasing everything they have against a suspect to cure Candace Owens's curiosity. That's just like not how our rights that we have as defendants don't have like an asterisk for unless Candace Owens wants to know, and then we violate your rights and we tell her everything. Like that's not how it works.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Candace has one of those brains that if it's pointed in a direction, it's like the hound dog. It's going to go where it goes. Now, for whatever reason, her brain has gone somewhere else and is going down that path, which if you step back from it, it seems a little dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, I think she's probably well-intentioned. But I don't know. Do you have a video you were going to?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the like an enhanced version, because you see him drop the gun covered in the towel before he jumps off. Like he drops it ahead of time. That's
what I wanted to know. Was something dropped off the roof before that video picks up? Because did he drop a backpack, or did he have the backpack on still?
He had his backpack on, but he drops the gun covered in the towel.
Okay. See, now that would make sense. The idea that he broke down the gun and put it in the backpack or stuffed it down his pants, none of that made sense.
I'm trying to, I wonder if you can see this one. I'll share this. I don't know if you can see it well, but people have enhanced it so you can see it clearer.
It's all about taking pieces of information of the timing
in his hand
through the video.
Yeah.
Assuming that's.
Hang on. I'm going to back it up. I'm going to slow it down, actually.
Look at you. It still doesn't look big enough to be a rifle.
The person that you just showed going up to the roof, then coming and.
So is he holding it in his hand there, or is he
going?
Yeah, he's holding it
to the roof.
Okay.
You can see it.
You just.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
So
wow,
it's like,
I never noticed that before.
It's like he has it in his hand. I assume it has a strap and there's a towel. See it right there?
Yeah, yeah. So when he runs away, can you see it anywhere? Is he got it on his side? Is he holding it close to his body, like to hide it?
Yeah, watch. He pulls it up.
Pulls it up, yep.
Right there. You can see
it.
Right
there. See, I was assuming that was his backpack.
No, he has his backpack on.
Yeah.
He's dragging that gun like that. So, I mean, it's just like...
Yeah.
I understand not trusting the government. I understand asking questions. But when you have that big of a platform, I mean, people are running rampant with these theories, and it's like...
dangerous.
I mean, Alex Jones tweeted out that they need to look at the Turning Point USA security because they acted too swiftly when Charlie was shot. And it's like they knew what to do. And it's like, wow, I can't believe Charlie's professional security team knew what to do in the case of an emergency. It's almost like that's why they were hired.
Right.
That's why they were there.
I've heard people take issue with the guy that immediately grabbed the SIM card.
Yeah. And it's like people were stealing shit from the crime scene.
Yeah.
And by the way, the videos with the feds. Why do you people need to see Charlie get his head blown off in 4K?
Yeah.
Why? What is that going to tell you?
I think I would have, like in that moment when it's all going off and people like you would know, well, there's nothing I'm going to do. Jump in and start performing CPR. Like, no, my role here. What is my role? Secure this, get these cameras, get that SIM card. This is like, you would know. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but it seems reasonable that you would go, that SIM card's going to be important. We're not leaving
Holy
this
shit,
here.
This might have on it who killed my friend.
Yeah, it's pointing out to where the bullet came from.
Right. Like, people, they just want to see a conspiracy and everything. And Candace is not helping. And honestly, I feel like it's getting to a point where like a cease and desist is going to be coming her way because she's getting too conspiratorial. But I heard something that like because she's still technically part of Turning Point through Blexit. And she's like on their website as like the Blexit co-founder or something. Like that they're not allowed to Turning Point is not allowed to like criticize her in public.
Huh. Yeah, I still, and you could use Candace's excuse for anything. I don't trust the feds. That's why I wasn't at the funeral. Like, to me, that speaks kind of volumes that she wasn't there. I mean, the president of the United States was there. His whole cabinet was there. So securing that place, do you think they were going to murder Candace Owens at his funeral? That seems insane. If that was truly your friend, there's nothing that would stop you from being at that.
Right.
I would think that sounds a little crazy, because I remember thinking she was talking about this before that funeral last Sunday or that memorial last Sunday. She was, and it was like, I wonder if she's going to be there because she's painting a picture. Like her and Charlie are texting buddies and really close friends. And in fact, he was confiding a lot in her about his concerns. Like that was kind of the message, whether she meant to or not. That was kind of the vibe she was giving out. Like you have no idea what I know and what's going on behind. It's like, you weren't even at the memorial.
Oh, and that Bibi Netanyahu letter was released today, and it's the complete opposite of what Candace said it was.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's disturbing.
Yeah.
Candace knows better. She does. Like we've said for a decade, context is the only thing that matters. If you're going to take something out of context and like your word's no good.
Yeah.
You're welcome to make mistakes. We all do. But as soon as you find out like, oh, I got the context dead wrong on that. Now that they like, you better come out with a statement.
Right.
This was all I was privy to.
Right.
Turns out I got it wrong. Like you can survive that.
Right. And like she even said at one point, if someone was talking about the guy who took the SD card, if someone was accusing me of being involved in a murder, I would just release the footage. And it's like, dude, are you for real right now?
No, that sounded crazy the first time I heard her say it.
It's just
release the footage. Release. It's like really an execution. You want to release that 4K video? I've seen it. Like, no, dude, no, that seems like tampering with an investigation for real.
Mike, 100%.
Yeah. You don't just take it upon yourself to release something to the public.
They talked about it in court today. There's a gag order on the witnesses and the prosecute. Like they can't talk about anything. So guess what? Turning Point's not allowed to talk to Candace and debunk her dumbass theories because they're fucking witnesses because they were there and they saw their friend die. And so now they're going to have to testify in court. So they're not allowed to give you evidence, Candace. They're not allowed to talk to you. They're not allowed.
Yeah. No, I was troubled when she early on was talking to, because she knew the guy that grabbed the SD card and was like, show me the footage off air, all of that. I was like, whoa, dude. You can't get a more active crime scene. What are you doing?
I know.
What are you pulling this fucking guy into?
Yeah, right.
Like, seriously, what are you doing right now?
I know.
Like, she should know better too.
I know. Mike, I just saw Dana Nessel, this stupid a-hole, our attorney general in Michigan. She, the interview we played earlier with Chris Johns, the guy who talked to the church shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel has told CNN that Chris Johns, that guy, could have prevented the Grand Blanc church shooting if he had contacted police after his encounter with the suspect last week.
Wow. Sure. Because that's how that works. Can you imagine if he would have gone to the cops and they said, run this back for me?
And hey, shout out to Dave Bondi. Everybody go follow him over on X. He's done an incredible job reporting on this. And I followed him for some time. He's a good local reporter and just like boots on the ground, getting good interviews and, doesn't have to deal with the bullshit. So
is he talking about Dana Nessel there?
Yeah. It was his tweet. I saw that he said that. So
dude, can you imagine going to the police? Imagine that meeting, knocking on the police's door and they going, what do you got for us? And you go, so I was canvassing neighborhoods and I knocked on this door and this guy told me that he hates Mormons.
He hates the LDS church. Okay.
They're going to arrest you for wasting their time.
You can say that you hate the LDS church.
Yeah. Just play that out, Dana Nessel. Play that conversation out. Like, what are you trying to do by putting information like out from a leadership role?
It's so wrong.
Yeah.
Like, way to blame this guy and not the mentally deranged psychopath killer that shot up a church.
Yeah. That drove his truck through the doors of a church.
It's like, just so wrong to come out and say that. How dare you?
Oh, yeah, if people don't push back on that, that is such a gross statement I expect that from people. I expect that from people in the neighborhood. I actually thought that. That thought crossed my mind when I read the comments from him. I was like, well, it would have been nice if you did something. And then I immediately went, yeah, like what? Like what? You expect people in a leadership role, like someone in a powerful position, not to be that reckless with their words. Like you just, you would expect that. That, like, how is that turning down the temperature at all?
It's outrageous. It is such bullshit.
By the way, did you see the witch who put the curse on Charlie Kirk?
Not the wee witch.
Not the wee witch. Want to be clear. The wee witch is doing great. Graduated recently.
Not wee anymore.
No, he's huge now. The wee witch brewed up. Yeah, he's great. He's doing great.
He's got a can.
Yeah, he's got a can now. He's got one of those goofy graduation hats on with a tassel. Yeah. He's doing great. The self-proclaimed witch known as Priestess Lillian, dork,
total dork,
said she never intended to cause harm and wants to reach out to Charlie Kirk's widow, Erica. Yeah, how about no?
I'm going to go with no.
No, Priestess.
Don't do that.
She described herself as one of the witches contacted by Jezebel before Charlie Kirk's death, said she did not want the situation to spiral into tragedy.
So is she admitting that she sells bullshit on Etsy? Like, yeah, I mean, I know I sell spells because I'm technically a witch, but the spells aren't actually supposed to do anything.
No, kind of quite the opposite, to be honest with you. So
did she give the wrong spell?
I don't think so.
Like she said a word wrong and now he's dead?
No, I'll tell you what she said. She acknowledged the emotional toll on Erica, offering to correspond privately to give her answers. I think you've done enough, witch. How about you stay out of this?
She needs answers from you.
We regret any distress experienced. What we do is done based on an impartial perspective at a professional level. We respect the widow's feelings and welcome a private conversation to address her concerns. According to the witch, the curse in question was never meant to cause physical damage. Our spells are spiritual in nature. We do not perform actions that are intended to cause physical harm. 2 days before Charlie was assassinated, Jezebel, and they've pulled the story for some reason now. You can't find that story. Published a article titled, "We Paid Some Etsy Witches to Curse Charlie Kirk." The author described purchasing a curse as easily as I can buy a phone charger, musing about whether there was a spell capable of punishing Kirk for his political rhetoric. Yeah, God forbid you formulate a better opinion, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that is the grossest version of take your ball and go home argument I've ever seen. We can't possibly just debate him, come up with better ideas than Charlie Kirk. So no, let's put a curse on him and see if we can level the playing
with
field a bit.
Etsy witches.
Yeah. The article detailed how several witches, including this one, were contacted through Etsy. The ritual involved burning a photograph of Charlie. The Jezebel piece was swiftly taken down. When asked whether the spell had any role in the death, I would like to say that a person's life and death always have weight, and we do not celebrate the loss of life. While we cannot and would not claim responsibility for Mr. Kirk's death, we do affirm that the magic we work with in our daily lives is very real. So they think it works.
Yeah. I don't think anything they're going to say is going to make Erica Kirk feel better.
Yeah.
Given her faith.
It sucks because Charlie and Erica were aware of that. You know, you brought it to my attention, actually, that they brought in a priest the night before he was assassinated.
Yeah.
That was a friend. She and Charlie contacted a friend, asked him to pray with them and over Charlie the night before he was murdered. Erica leaned on her faith. Megyn Kelly had talked to her, and is why we know this.
Yeah.
Erica's words were, "Weapons will form but not prosper. Satan and those witches have no power." While the scandal has brought her unwanted attention, Priestess Lillian insists her work is not inherently sinister. Her main practices involve spells for protection and healing. At the same time, she defended more controversial rituals. Summoning demons and communicating with spirits were not inherently evil acts. The spiritual community views demons as multifaceted spirits and not one-dimensional big bad evils. Mediumship is also perceived as an ethically neutral practice. Is it effective? Yes. Yeah. Good luck. You hope they're going to feel this at some point, you know? Good luck with that on your conscience. Lillian admitted that her and her colleague have faced a wave of backlash. We've received a barrage of death threats since the Jezebel piece. They've also been banned from Etsy. What is Nick saying? You want to read it?
Nick said, I had a witch put a hex on me as a senior in high school and on Facebook last year. Nervous both times, to be honest.
Dude, I would be too.
So, Nick, is it the same person who did the spell both times? And how many years in between did the
questions
hex happen?
I had a witch.
These are questions Mike would not think to ask.
No, I would.
Questions.
Those are great follow-ups. Honest to God, that would freak me out. If I found out someone put a legit hex on me, some witch, I would be.
What if it was the wee witch?
Well, yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. Dude, we covered his plight.
2 different people, 30 plus years apart.
Nick, what are you doing? What are you doing in life that witches are hexing you?
2 different witches.
30 years
30
apart.
years.
What is the lesson Nick has not learned that is driving people to this point? Nick?
Nick's had 2 hexes.
That's kind of awesome, actually.
Oh, what
Did they work?
A badge of honor.
Here's my follow-ups. Do you fear that they worked like, oh yeah, it wasn't a week before I lost a job?
Totally.
Or yeah, my dad died a month later.
Right.
I know it had something to do with that damn witch hex. Or have the hexes been removed? Have you ever met up with this person from high school or Facebook? Have you ever cleared the air? Have they removed these spells? Like, or are these standing? I mean,
oh my God, that is so. I don't know why I find that so fucking funny.
The fallout from Charlie's death continues to ripple. For Erica, the intersection of politics, witchcraft, and tragedy has left lasting scars. She was forced to face not just the loss of her husband, but the eerie knowledge that strangers had directed curses at him. Jezebel has distanced itself from the violence. This story was published on September 8th. Jezebel condemns the shooting of Charlie Kirk in the strongest possible terms. We do not endorse, encourage, or excuse political violence of any kind. But you were totally cool publishing a story like that.
Yeah, right.
Like, you don't just get to walk away from something like that. If, God forbid, the worst thing that could possibly happen from that article, like, that's just a shitty thing to do, Jezebel. Sorry.
Yeah.
It just is. Again, if you want to formulate an argument, if you think Charlie's so wrong, it should be really easy to debate him. He was very approachable. He apparently read every email that came into him. I'm sure he did thousands of debates with people from all over the world. Like, if he was so easy to dismantle, hit down his terrible ideas, why didn't you do that? Why would you go this route? Summoning witches to, like...
Because they can't beat him otherwise. I saw this clip, Mike. I wanted to show you.
What is it?
It was kind of sad to see it, but hang on. It's, Charlie was on Bill Maher's show, his podcast.
Yeah, I watched it.
Not too long ago. And
it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
Did you watch it?
But I did. Yeah, I watched it at the time. Oops. This is before it started recording. And
oh, really?
Bill Maher makes a comment to Charlie about his security.
Here, Kirk, reporting for duty. That's what they call me. How are you? Nice to meet you. Thanks for having us. Us? Well, Urban. Is there someone like you? Thanks for having me. You're not expecting trouble, are you? Not quite. You trouble with security? Unfortunately. You do? Yeah. Wow. What kind? Well, security. Like bodyguards? Yeah. You know, when I went to Europe in 2015... Here.
So it's just that is clip, but it's just eerie,
No, it kind of pisses me off.
Yeah.
It kind of pisses me off.
Because he doesn't have to trouble with security.
Yeah. No, he doesn't. Because no one on the right is doing that. Again, this meme has never been truer.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's that meme right there.
Yep.
These people that say outrageous shit on the left don't have security. They feel comfortable everywhere they go. Anybody, think of any prominent voice on YouTube, on television, on the right with strong opinions, like Charlie Kirk is the best example of. They have round-the-clock security to the tune of millions of dollars a year.
Yeah.
When Dave Landau and Steven Crowder did that show in Royal Oak, it was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, you were there, Aim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember? I've never been through metal detectors like that before. It took forever to get in there.
Yeah, I know.
Forever.
Yeah, it did.
Like, it was not like it usually is at those. There was no gap. And it went from wall to wall, the screening process to even get in there for fear, because there's so many threats on their lives. Yeah, and the problem is a lot of those guys don't talk about it because they don't want to encourage copycats.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. It's just the way it is. But, the fact that it's shocking to someone like Bill Maher, right there, Bill Maher's been around a long time, and he's been an outspoken, and the fact is, Bill has probably had to do that with religious threats because, his film, was it Religiosity or Religulous?
Yeah, Religulous.
Yeah. I guarantee he's no stranger to death threats.
Yeah.
But he seemed genuinely shocked. Like, why would Charlie Kirk? He seems like a nice guy. Why would he have to have levels of security? That seems crazy to me. He was genuinely surprised by that. Why am I not surprised by that at all? You're not surprised by that.
No.
It's crazy. I don't know. Let's see. I wanted to get to some other, but we got to wrap things up. I got some email. I'm sorry if you emailed me over the weekend, by the way, or Friday. Somehow I went and I delete a bunch of emails, and I somehow deleted all my emails from the weekend. So if you send us an email this weekend, I apologize. Maybe resend it because I don't have it. Walters@DetroitCast.com, and you can send it. Brandon commented on our member show on Thursday. Mike, after many of my years getting my free's worth, I am now a proud member. Now to get my dad, Mike, to subscribe. Yeah, Brandon. Yeah, thank you. Let's see. Oh, boy. I can't read that one.
Read it, Mike.
Well, I don't apologize to no woman's, let alone a hole. Did you demand he apologize to you?
Probably, because he was fucking wrong.
Yeah. If anyone needs to apologize, it's the hole to our beloved cult leader. Wow. She really does go off when anyone points out her hypocrisy. Yeah, don't mess with Amy. She'll get you.
I will.
She'll get you. That's not the first time the hole's gone off on someone pointing out her doublespeak, but it was a first for me.
You're welcome. I only do it to the people I love the most.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, she's done it to me. She's lashed at me before too.
Oh, are you? I do it to Rocky. I mean, I do it to everybody I love.
Oh yeah, yeah. I would have it no other way. Good thing you're in Arizona. She didn't even hear the part where I said Updike may or may not be wrong, but that it is pronounced that way. Much like Pello and Melk are by Michiganders. The whole probably identifies as Michiganian. For the record, I missed the part where she went off on a chat response. All I heard was one show where she boo-hooed about Mossad Honeypot not being fine, and then the next show she was blowing her for inheriting the poor man's company.
Mossad Honeypot. What a dumb motherfucker.
He's talking about Charlie. He's talking about Erica, right?
Yeah.
Okay, for the record, Jay and I used to deal with this. We had to keep James in check because if you let James go full James, immediately it's like the Jews have and
James is on Candace Owens' level.
Yeah, James is loving that the Candace Owens and the Ian Carrolls of the world are like, the Jews have done everything. Anything that's wrong in the world, the Jews had something to do with it.
Yeah.
James is like, welcome to the party, assholes. I've been on that point for years. So just saying. I will apologize to you, cult leader, for not listening closer to who she's yelling at. I'll cut her some slack, as it was probably an Aunt Flo situation. One of the problems of having a hole is a co-host.
Or if you're fucking wrong and you say dumb shit, then. Yeah. And at the end of the show, I'm usually sweating, as I am right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
You already ate. It's not that late.
I didn't say I was hangry. I said I'm sweating.
Why are you sweating? Oh, because it's hot upstairs. Yeah. You need a
Why
better
do people
fan.
usually sweat, Mike?
All right, I'll do one more and then I'll get you out of here. Deal?
Yeah.
Hungry Howie's. Hey, cult leader and whole. I am also a Howie's lover, and being in Arizona, I thought I was only going to get it on trips back home to Michigan. Good news, fearless leader. There are a few out here. It took me 10 years to run into one. Closest to you is probably Arizona State University. I would guess not around the corner, but close enough to drop in if you really are having a craving. I will say it's hit or miss on quality. I think because it's so close to campus, it's just libtard kids who don't care about our beloved Howie, but still good enough for a quick feel of home. Marcus in Arizona. That's interesting.
Well, thank you, Marcus.
Yeah, that's good to know. I've kind of noticed that what was it like? There are a few restaurants that it's like, why is it only on Oakland University's campus?
Yeah, yeah.
Like Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A was one for a while. Yeah, it's so annoying.
Yeah. So before Chick-fil-A came to Michigan, it was everywhere. It was like, oh shit, I didn't know
like,
that.
Oh, it's on Eastern's campus. Cool.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
And also I can relate. The people who worked at my Eastern Michigan Taco Bell that was attached to my dorm sucked.
Yeah.
They did not care about getting drunk people in college quality Taco Bell. But
yeah, I could see that.
Didn't care at the time.
We should do these reads because I'm not going to be here.
Mike.
Oh, shit. This part of the show is brought to you by your insurance expert. I do suck. I'm so sorry. Are you paying too much for health insurance? Are you uninsured? Health insurance can be confusing. Nick Matthews from Your Insurance Expert is an expert in health insurance, life insurance, and Medicare supplements, so you do not have to be. Call our dear friend Nick today at 248-914-1173. Do you have one? Do you want me to read it?
Mike. Yeah, you read it.
She's so done with me. This show is brought to you by Deer Lake Athletic Club in Clarkston. They offer adult and junior tennis, pickleball, and swim lessons, plus junior swim team. Fitness classes are included with membership in their gym, cycle room, and 3 pools. The Backcourt Restaurant inside DLAC is also open to the public, and they're now open every day of the week, Monday through Thursday at 4, Friday and Saturday at 11 a.m., and Sunday they open at 10 a.m. for Chef Jerry's famous breakfast. I guarantee those are good. They offer dinner specials every single day, too. Book your holiday party before Thanksgiving in the Banquet Center to qualify for some banquet specials. Visit their website, DeerLakeAthleticClub.com, for more info about the club, restaurant, and banquet center, or call them today at 248-625-8686. Thank you to them. And I'll do one more. Tylenol libtards. Please, please, please don't stop them. Don't cover the part about not using it. In fact, egg it on. We need all of them gone and their offspring. Again, I'm done with all these insane Satanists. Fuck them all by their own hand. It's a thing of beauty. Ciao for now. Okay.
Mike, did you see, I saw right before we logged on that, wait, where is it? YouTube has agreed to pay Donald Trump $24.5 million to settle a 2021 lawsuit for suspending his account after January 6th.
Really? Good.
Yeah.
They should.
All
they
this,
should.
all he does
I want
is win.
public apologies too.
That's
honestly.
what I'm saying. That's
right?
what I'm saying.
He doesn't need
like,
$20 million.
Exactly. What about everyone else that lost their accounts?
Yeah.
And all the revenue they lost and, demonetized. Oh, you can keep your channel, but you can't make any money off of it because you have the wrong opinion
right
of
here.
the vaccine. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They used to send us shit all the time. I stopped paying attention to them. I was like, fuck it. If they're going to pull us off the air, they're going to pull us off the air. What are you going to do?
Right.
I'm not going to shut up. And they're just going to keep saying, you can't monetize. You can't monetize. Back in the day, it used to be, oh, you played a snippet of a song. Fuck you. You can't monetize.
Yeah.
And then we stopped doing that, but they would threaten us all the time too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, no, I want public acknowledgments, and Trump doesn't need $20 million to his future library.
Yeah, and the thing is that's not going to get covered as much as all of the social media companies at the exact same time banning Donald Trump from their platforms and what that did to public discourse. Like this
devastating.
24 million and whatever apology came with it pales in comparison.
Totally. And, them not having to, we accept no responsibility for any wrongdoing is part of the agreement. Like, no bullshit. I want it in paper so that I can quote them going forward. Here is them acknowledging.
I would love for them to have to release the names of every single account that they deplatformed or demonetized in that window as part of their apology. And it might be tens of thousands. It might be hundreds of thousands of account names. I don't care. Dude, name them. You can filter it out. Name them. Name every single fucking channel that you deplatformed and apologize.
Yeah. And the fact is, what they did was put markers in there. So if they went, Amy is bad, or the Detroit cast, TDC is bad, there were markers put in there behind the scenes that then going forward meant you never could grow.
Right.
People couldn't find you.
Couldn't search for you.
They could, search for you unless they spelled Twitter it completely right. You were never going to be found. You'd never grow. You couldn't monetize. That shit's, what do you think? They all went in and removed those markers? Right. No. So, my guess is it's still just as bad. It's probably almost smarter to just delete your whole YouTube thing and get a new one and hope going forward that doesn't have some still existing marker there preventing you from monetizing.
Well, Alex Jones tried to come back and they already removed him.
Did they really?
Yeah.
For what?
Being Alex Jones.
Yeah. Well, trust me, folks, the world needs Alex Joneses in him. I'm sorry. Debate him and beat him at his own game if that's what you feel. That's the only way to win.
Right.
It just is. I'm sorry.
Right.
All right, Ames, go feel better. Cool down. Go get an ice pack on. Wish me luck. I'm going to need it.
Good luck.
Hopefully I'll see you guys Wednesday. If not, hopefully Amy will do something while I'm gone. And I'm confident that I'll be here Wednesday though, and moving forward, done with this whole ordeal. But if you're saying prayers, I could use one tomorrow for my last big visit at the dental people. Fucking
good luck.
Dick's not going to give me the proper gas either. I just know it. Bye, everybody.
See ya.